Hello, welcome back. I'm going to continue to talk about my book, King Paimon. And as I've said in other recordings, this is a recording that takes part of a playlist with many other recordings on different thematics. And I speak about my book, King Paimon, about King Paimon himself, and about different exercises or different things that King Paimon teaches. And today the topic is the black mirror. So it's almost like a straight line, no? Some exercises feel a little like round, up, down, and so forth. But the best exercise is always, King Paimon says, when it's a straight line. So with exercise with the black mirror, it is something new. I did talk in one recording about the different exercises with the mirror. And I did talk a little bit about the black mirror. The black mirror, it's very much Paimon. Paimon represents the black mirror. So let's see what the black mirror really means. What is the meaning behind? What are the powers of the black mirror? What magical powers the black mirror has. Some things are hidden. That's the aspect. The first aspect of the black mirror is to understand that you cannot understand. But it doesn't matter. One can still get some insights too about the black mirror itself. No, say one can still negotiate, or one can still find some ideas, no, regarding the black mirror. So what I've said, that the black mirror cannot be understood, is because some things are meant not to be understood. There are some things that and here it's like a little attention, no? Say, well, it doesn't mean that it cannot be understood in the meaning that it cannot be understood. It is part of the magic of the black mirror. Okay? The hidden aspect of the blackness, what it represents. So I would say, well, let's start. We have black mirror, no? And say, well, it is strange. First, it's very strange because, well, I cannot see myself in the black mirror, no? It is black. It is not a typical mirror that reflects back. It is the opposite. You cannot see. It's black. So what it tells us? That is the exercise, no? So, well, if I sit in front of a black mirror, it means that the focus is on me. So the main point is it's not the mirror. In this exercise, it's the person who stands or sits in front of the black mirror. But before doing that, we have to understand a little bit more about the black mirror. So the black mirror is the aspect of black magic. Black in the meaning of simply because it's black, no? And the fact that it's opaque. Opaque means, like a black obsidian or black onyx. It is, it holds a power that no object can hold just by being black, just by having this aspect, no, which is like the main aspect of the mirror being black. At the same time, the black mirror, it doesn't say that it doesn't reveal. One has to stay longer. One has to meditate harder. One has to find meaning even in that, and say, well, it is a little harder, but that just means that the reward or the meaning is more important, no? So the black mirror first is magical, no? And say, well, not every black mirror is magical. There are certain aspects. It's like almost like a fantasy exercise, no? But at the same time, as we know, fantasy and reality are one, no? It's like one and another. It's not the same, but they do correlate with one another. And you say, well, if we have the black mirror, I put it on my left, and then in front of it, on the right, I put a normal mirror. Let's call it white mirror or normal mirror. And then it's like the black mirror doesn't reflect nothing. That's the interesting aspect, no? It's like, well, it doesn't reflect. The white mirror is able to reflect it back, but the black mirror doesn't. It simply doesn't reflect anything. It doesn't show anything in the mirror. Why? Because the purpose of the black mirror is not reflection. The purpose of the black mirror is like a inflection, it is something that has to do with the inside. No, there's a deeper meditative process that goes through it, goes through the person trying to understand. So by the mirror being black, and by, we say, not reflecting, no, it is still magical. How is this magical? It is magical through the surface of it, and it does carry different elements. No, when we think about the black, it's almost to say, well, it almost say, well, the black color, as we know, no, it does reflect light, of course, but it's almost like it takes more inside than it gives. It's something that is not balanced. No, it's not equal. There is the difference between the white mirror or the normal mirror and the black mirror. It's like if we are able to understand the black mirror through the parallel or the contradictory aspects of the white mirror. So I say, well, white mirror can reflect, black mirror doesn't. So it's almost to say the aspects that we find in the white mirror are not found in the black mirror, because there is the huge difference between them, one being black and one being normal or reflecting as glass. At the same time, there exists black glass, like black obsidian. No one could create a black mirror and say, well, it is made out of material which is black. So if it is like that, it does reflect something. It's not that it doesn't reflect nothing. There is still something that the mirror is able to reflect. No, it's just different, or very different than the normal mirror. And the reflection of it is very, very different. It almost say, well, the black mirror is able to give messages, is able to talk, is able to speak. It does give something, no? What that something is, one doesn't know. It depends on the person, depends on the mirror, depends on the situation, no? But it does give nothing. It's not to say black is nothing, or black is, as I've said, there is some type of reflection even in that shiny, no? First, it is a mirror, so even by it being black, you say, well, it doesn't, but by being a mirror, it does. There is still some type of reflection. If you see a surface which is black, but is shiny as the mirror is, there is some type of reflection. It's just more like a shadow aspect, no? It's more to say the reflection is not as light, it's just you see the shadow. There's, depends how much light goes in it, of course. There's always a aspect of some type of light around it, no? So, well, if the entire room is black and I have a black mirror or any object, I will not be able to see it, especially if it's black. But if there is some type of light around it, there is some type of reflection as well. Just that reflection is not clear, no? It is a little more shadowy or a little more hidden. But that's the interesting aspect. Now it's like it leaves room, or it gives space for more interpretation, for something. Say, if I was to observe myself in a black mirror, I will really experiment even more with it, no? To get some type of reflection. I will move left, right. I will try to see or to understand the shadows, or to understand the reflection, no? So the black mirror does teach something. It's not that it doesn't. And one can go even deeper, no? Into the blackness or into the darkness. Because King Paimon teaches that the blackness, the darkness, or the abyss, or anything that is dark or black, it is actually full of meaning and full of seeds and full of things that one can learn. As I've said, it's almost like you have to crack a nut which is a little harder to crack. It's not, it's just a metaphor, but it says, well, it is a little harder exercise because we are talking about the black mirror. It is not meant to be easy. It is not meant for it to show as a normal mirror would, no? And the black mirror, what does give one? Say, if we were to do the exercise, we say, well, the black mirror gives a little deeper insight. it takes even more time, or it takes even more, I say, like power or force or meditative exercise, no, like the energy. It takes more that it reveals something back. No, there's like it's not that it doesn't reveal; it just takes something more. It needs more care, or it needs more time, or it needs more understanding, or it needs more things, no, more elements that it gives something back. And it's like, well, if that's the possibility of it, no, so well, I am going to give it more time, or I'm going to work with it even longer, no, just to see, because the interest of it is higher. One say one doesn't get bored as easy, no, with the black mirror. It's almost to say the black mirror teaches something that the white mirror cannot teach. The black mirror gives insights that no other object can give. The black mirror has a hidden aspect that still can be found, or more answered, or more or even more powers, or more understanding, or more discovery. No, it's something that can be discovered. So what this exercise, or what the black mirror teaches us, Paimon says that it teaches us that the magical aspect is not always in the object, but it is in the magician. The black mirror teaches the magician how strong or how good a magician is, or how good his powers are. No, it is a different type of reflection. And so by the fact that the mirror does reflect, it leaves the magician or the person in a situation where he has to overpower himself in a way, or to overdo himself. No, it makes him become even better. So the reflection, we say, well, it is important that it's black. Why? Because that's the aspect, that's the main aspect of the mirror, the blackness. The fact that it doesn't reflect the way a normal mirror does. But the reflection is still there, it's just black. It's just not as clear as another mirror would do. But it is even more honest than a normal mirror is. It is more honest, no? So, well, if a normal mirror shows something, we know that the reflection, it is not reality, it's just a reflection. So the black mirror is actually a much more mirror than the normal mirror, no? So, well, it is more honest to say, I am showing something, but it is not something so clear, no? And at the same time, the black mirror can be studied if it is made from some type of obsidian, shiny surface, or some type of, no, there are still reflections in it. The magical aspect of the mirror, of the black mirror, is in the blackness. The blackness is the magical aspect of it. So if I was to take a strong light and look into the mirror, even if it's black, I will still see parts of it that will shine, parts of it that could show some type of color, some type of radiation, how to say, not radiation, like iridescent color, no? It could show a little bit green or red or something in it, no? There will be points on it where it's like, well, here it is different, maybe here is less black, or here one can still, how you say, discover the uniqueness of the black mirror. What Paimon teaches with that, to say, well, even if an object is black, or even if something doesn't scream, look at me, or even if one thinks, well, it's black, it cannot reflect, it has no meaning, it has no, if one takes the time and one takes the exercise and does the work to understand it better, it does give something back that is very unique and very special. And he said, well, the black mirror is not for everyone. Black mirror is rare. The black mirror is unique. The black mirror is specifically, how you say, very much Paimon. No? We have seen in the vision that I had with King Paimon on his throne, there was a room full with black tiles. No, the black tiles, which was very shiny surface, all black. No, there is a reason why it's black. There is a reason why they're shiny, and there's like a shiny black glass. No, tiles like on the floor or all around the room. So when you have a room with all black mirrors, what that room room does, or what that blackness does. It creates space. It creates the illusion of space. No, even it correlates to time, of course, because space and time. And then it's almost like to say, well, is the I say the design. No, it is something that has to do with design. If I was to have an geometrical object and say, well, it is interesting, but if it's black, it's even more interesting. The blackness creates something that attracts. Now say, wow, it's black. Even if we think, it's just black, but it does call. It does give, it's the element of blackness is very important for the object itself. It creates a new quality, a new element for the object just by being black. And say some objects cannot be other colors but than black. The blackness, it's almost like it's the perfect material, or the color, or the perfect frame for something, no? And the blackness is not dark. To say blackness is nothing that I can see in any type of, even if it's a material, if it's black, no, like a natural made, I'm talking, it still carries something that it can be found in that shyness, in that blackness. And that element, by being so rare, it is very beautiful, it's very enchanting, it's very magical, it is very unique, no? So if there was Paimon and he will show me an object, it will be totally black, even if it's a black mirror, it has an element of surprise, or something that one wants to wonder and want to question, well, why is black? What is the meaning of it? No? What is the beauty behind it? I almost to say, if I have a ring and it has a black stone, it is beautiful. That blackness gives some type of almost like it is even more beautiful or interesting that maybe yellow will be, no? Because it's black. It's just so beautiful. It's so alluring. It's so intense, or so even sharp, or even I say like intense. There is a part that attracts. Blackness always attracts. Black color attracts the light. There's something that happens when the black is there, no? So the black does correlate with the other elements around it, no? The blackness too speaks. The blackness too has a role. The blackness too has a meaning. The blackness too has a beauty. The blackness too has its own power, and it is very magical. Everything what is black, it is there's something hidden. There's something to be found, to be discovered, to be understood. There's a certain movement. There's a certain the black, it's almost to say it's rare, it's unique. And when we do again the exercise now and say, well, if I have a black mirror in front of me and I try to reflect or to see myself in that, I will still see a shape which I will still recognize, of course, is me, because I'm sitting in front of the mirror, but that shape too has some type of darkness to it. There's just a little bit of reflection, no? Even if the reflection is there, and it does correlate to the shadow that I leave onto that surface of the black mirror. If I was to put a very strong light, that reflection will go. It's almost to say the object which is shown has to be a little bit still some type of light, but some type of shadow as well. It reflects, no? And say, if I have a black mirror and I put a very strong light on it, it doesn't show anything. It becomes even more opaque, no? But if I was to go very close and put a little light and look at the little details of the black, no, if it was onyx or obsidian, I will still see the reflection. It will be so magical, it will be so beautiful, no? It's like, well, here, and here, you can see maybe different colors. So the black is very iridescent. It's like a green or a blue. The black is connected to green and blue. There are some fibers inside it, or some elements inside it, very much like a blue, no? So, well, dark blue almost is like black, or dark green, no? Like the obsidian stone. It is totally opaque, it's totally black, but if light comes into it, it shows this beautiful shimmer of blue and green, sometimes even pink and red. So if we think about the colors, the black color is the most interesting color. They say that black actually has all the colors inside. So the black does carry the colors. It's just not showing itself so easily, There's always the aspect hidden, the hidden aspect of the black, the opaque element. The black is opaque. The black is made. It's meant to be black, that you cannot see. That's the role of the black, of course. But the black is not empty. The blackness of an object, it doesn't say that it doesn't reflect. It does reflect, even if it's black. Just the reflection of it is a little bit more shadow. It is a little bit more hidden. But that's the beautiful aspect. That's the magical aspect of it. So the reflection that I will have from a black mirror will be only the black can give me that reflection. It is more unique, even more special than a normal mirror has, even if the reflection is more clear in a normal mirror, I am able to see more, and so on and so forth. In the same time, a normal mirror, if someone to say, well, if I put a strong light into it, into the white mirror, in the normal mirror, it's almost like it can become some type of magical tool, but at the same time, it is not as powerful as the black mirror. That's what I want to say. The black mirror carries a certain power, a certain magic that only the black mirror has. And the shyness of the mirror too is very important. Say, well, the mirror has to be shiny. The surface has to be soft and shiny like that. It has to be, that it can reflect. If we think of water and say water too is like a mirror, if the water doesn't move, I can see my reflection in it. But if the water is more black or more blue, it's the same feeling as with the black mirror or the normal mirror. It does create some type of magical aspect of it. It's a little even more inviting, or even more, there is a power to that. If the water is more black and more blue, a little darker, and if I try to create a reflection, look into it and see my reflection, it can still be seen, but it is a little shadow, it is a little bit more dark. But in my belief, it is even more real or even more accurate than the normal mirror, even if it's black, even if the mirror is black. Just the reflection is a little bit different. And what can the black mirror teach us? And say, well, what's the lesson? What is the meaning behind the black mirror? What is the meaning behind the exercise with the black mirror? Well, the black mirror teaches us that things are not as they seem. The black mirror teaches us that things are allowed to be hidden. Black mirror teaches us that for some certain things, more special things or more unique things, one has to do a little bit more. One has to go a little bit deeper. It's like when we have a cave, the deeper you go, the bigger the things that you can find, or the true beauty is in a deeper cave. One doesn't find it at the entrance. The black mirror is the true magician, or the true magical powers, because it invites one to learn something. It creates a space through the blackness that one can really discover something unique. That's the magical power of the blackness of it. And say, well, if I have a cave, I will not find the beauty that I'm seeking at the first entrance. I have to go a little bit deeper. The black obsidian, for example, is a very rare stone. It is found only in 2 parts in the world, one in Brazil and one in Portugal. There are only 2 mines. It is very rare. The obsidian is very rare stone, and it is total black, opaque. At the first glance, you don't see nothing, but if there's a light that comes into it, you see these beautiful glances of colors that come from the blackness. And it teaches us too, the blackness is not nothingness. The blackness is not empty. The blackness is not important. The blackness actually does carry different meaning and different stories, or different knowledge, or different wisdom that one can work. So it says it is worth it. Even if at the first glance we think it's not, or it's hard to find meaning, or it is hard to understand it. It is actually a very beautiful artifact, no? Especially if I was to think about the mirror with black obsidian. And if we speak about onyx, onyx is really dark. Onyx is different than the obsidian, the stone, because it's really black, but the blackness is a light. The blackness of the onyx is very light. It's interesting, no? It is black, at the same time not. It is like it is more uniform as color as the black. At the same time, it does carry too some lightness to it. But of course, the most representative for the black mirror is the black obsidian, the black obsidian stone. And the beautiful reflections that one can find in the black mirrors, which are very unique and very special. And they also say there is no copy to it. There is always a unique object. There is always a unique to say even the blackness, even that they have differences. There's not one black as the other, no? Even in blackness we find nuances or differences in the material or the stone itself. There's no obsidian the same. Every obsidian has a different range of colors, meaning there's a different construction of the colors as they are shown. But the reflection of the obsidian is blue, green, mostly green, and sometimes pink. When it's pink, it is even a higher quality of the obsidian stone. It is even more rare. When it's pink, it shows the high quality of the black obsidian. It is a very beautiful stone. It teaches that even the blackness has colors, even the blackness has beauty. It teaches that even the blackness, now, if one knows how to hold it, if one knows how to work with it, it gives something very unique and very special. Thank you so much for listening. I'm going to continue to talk about the thematics regarding King Paimon and the book King Paimon, the Lord of the Endless Silence, the Lord of the Abyss. I am Anais Giulia. I'm the author of the book. If you're interested to buy it, you can find it on Amazon. And these are recordings specifically for King Paimon. When it's almost to say King Paimon is king of the West, king is a magician, no? He teaches and he's very wise. He's able to give meaning or give insights that are not so obvious as the Black Mirror does, no? It is, as I said, Black Mirror is very much representative of King Paimon and who King Paimon represents. Until next time, bye.